Welcome to Homework Lib.
To test whether the difference between the sample means the repair cost of the two types of bumper guards is statistically significant, we would be performing a two-sample t-test, assuming unequal variances since we have no reason to assume the variances are equal based on the given data. So the null hypothesis is that the mean repair costs for bumper guard 1 and 2 are the same. And the alternative is that they are different, not equal. So for bumper guard 1, I'll calculate the mean and standard deviation. Let me run them into a calculator quickly here. A mean of 127.333 and a standard deviation of 24.451. And for bumper guard 2, the mean is 129 with a standard deviation of 14.213. Okay, so now we'll calculate the pooled standard deviation. The pooled standard deviation, since the variances are unequal, is the square root of n1 minus 1 times s1 squared plus n2 minus 1 times s2 squared over n1 plus n2 minus 2. So this would be 6 minus 1 or 5 times 24.451 squared plus n2, which is also 6 values, minus 1 is 5, times 14.213 squared over 6 plus 6 minus 2, which is 10. And it's about night is 20 essentially. I'll say 19.998. Okay, so now we'll calculate the t statistic, which is the difference between the two means over the pooled standard deviation times the square root of 1 over n1 plus 1 over n2. And so this would be 127.333 minus 129 over 19.998 times the square root of 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6. That's negative 0.144. The degrees of freedom is going to be 10. That's subtracting 1 from each sample of 6 and adding those together. And the critical T for 10 degrees of freedom at a level of 0.01 is positive or negative 3.1693. And since our Absolute value of our test statistic would be positive 0.144. This is smaller than our critical, so we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Do not reject. There is not enough evidence to conclude that the mean repair costs for the two types of bumper guards are different at the 0.01 level of significance, so the difference between the two sample means is not statistically significant based on this data.